All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. A little bit of some small technical difficulties on my end with the hype video. I apologize about that, but nonetheless, we are here for some DCRL playoff action, and I'm so excited to kind of kick this off for us. This is the first week that we got going for us here. I'm here with Yellow Dog, and tell us a little bit about what we have in store for us tonight.
Yeah, we got a rematch from a couple weeks ago between Archangels and High Rollers. They faced off, I believe, week 7, where High Rollers ended up losing to Archangels in a full 5-game series in a best of 5. So I'm expecting a close matchup tonight, and it's going to be a really good matchup tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking into some of the stats, these stats are not quite accurate. I don't have permissions to look into the spreadsheets anymore after, you know, the whole debacle that we had with the these are kind of the stats that we have right now. I believe High Rollers are actually 4-4, and Archangels are, High Rollers are 5-3, and Archangels are 4-4. So I believe that that's the up-to-date stats, at least for this game here. And it's looking not too bad, I'm not gonna lie. Looking into some of these player stats here, Tech7's kind of rolling in a lot of these league leadings here with 3.14 shots a game, as well as a goal in a quarter game. That's pretty impressive, especially for this league here.
Yeah, what I'm seeing as well is Steve also having over a goal per game. Absolutely insane. I know when I played him in week 1, he popped off against us, and he has a lot of pop-off potential on this team. And then Ori, man, just kind of being that solid third man. He's been grinding. I've seen a lot of improvement from him, and I'm excited to see what he can do today.
As am I. And going over to the Archangels, who are now, I believe, 4-4. Once again, these stats not quite up to date, but at least with what we have, Styles with a 42% shot percentage is absolutely crazy, and he still has a 5th goal per game, which is still very, very solid, especially for this team. So I definitely think that they have quite a lot of room that they could definitely make up here. But of course, none of these stats, at least in my opinion, matter at all, because now we're here to, either win or get shut down. So none of these stats matter, in my opinion. I don't know about you, Yellow Dog.
Yeah, I actually just faced off against this Archangels team in the first round. We unfortunately lost 4-1. They've been very, very hot. Those last 2 weeks, they took down the top 2 teams, being High Rollers and Sleepers, the #1 seed. And they're absolutely on fire right now. Styles, I believe his goals per game actually went up from that 1.2 average. I'm not sure what it's at now, but he's been absolutely destroying the league these last few weeks. And then I've seen a lot of improvement from Insomnia and JD Power as well. And it might not show it in the stat sheet, but they've got a lot of chemistry coming in these last few weeks. And I have them going on quite a deep playoff run.
Absolutely, yeah. And, once again, it all comes down to the wire here. Now that playoffs have kicked off, it's really going to be coming down to who can perform the best here. And I think that we've just about got all the players in here. So we're going to kick us off. But I think that I'm going to predict High Rollers taking this one here probably in game. I mean, now we're in a best of 7 setting. So probably game 5, maybe 6. I think I'm going to go with game 5, though.
Yeah, I hate to predict the same thing, but as per my prediction bracket during the stream, I did have High Rollers winning this matchup 4-2. So I'm going to have to stick with that. But I have a lot of faith in this Archangels team, and I think if they can get momentum early, I think this is going to be really scary for High Rollers.
Absolutely, and still kind of waiting for all the players to ready themselves into this here. Looks like the team needs just a little bit of time. Gonna get some drinks, but I'm super excited to see how this matchup goes. Now that we're into playoffs, these best of 7 games are now going to be a lot more intense. Each team gets a little bit more time to play against the other team, and they've got there's a lot more time for adaptability. You don't just get, if you lose 2, you're not on match point right away. You still have a little bit of buffer and a little bit of time to kind of work with your team, especially if you have a really very good captain, and then how you have your third man playing a little bit lower paced. But I'm really, really excited to see how this goes, and LAN is just around the corner.
Yeah, I have both these teams making it to LAN. I have high expectations for this team, for both these teams. So I don't know, I'm very excited to cast this matchup once again. I casted this matchup in the regular season when it went all the way to Game 5 in that best of 5. And I would love to see a Game 7 here in this best of 7.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like just about every person is here. And we're just about ready to kick this off. Alright. And I'm praying that this is going to work the first time, and I'm not going to have any issues whatsoever, but I doubt it. Especially with just how long it's been. But just about ready to kick this off, and I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm hoping for a Game 6, maybe even a Game 7. Hopefully we can see a Game 7, but it's definitely going to be a close matchup for sure. I know that the Archangels have really turned their season around.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for Insomnia already on kickoff. Kind of trying to make some plays here. He's kind of been more passive, letting Styles doing all the work. Styles not a great touch. Steve's trying to shoot it on net. Can't quite find it. Ori man trying to keep it in. Can't quite find it. Styles with the clear out. Tech 7 last on defense. Tech 7 kind of finds himself last on defense quite a bit. Ori man with the open shot, and he bangs that every time. And High Roller's already up 1-0.
Yeah, an early goal coming up from High Rollers here, and a good flick from Tech 7 to get it past. A nice pass. Positioning from Oreo Man really came in clutch there to find that goal. And like you said, a very early goal coming up from High Rollers. 20 seconds in this, and they have already found a lead.
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Oreo Man already. And kind of what I mentioned with Tech 7 earlier, he's kind of either all defense or all offense I've kind of found. It's been working for them though. His teammates have been able to play around it. And they found their way, and that's all that matters here in Division C.
In the corner here, High Roller's going to pass it midfield here. JD Bauer's going to try to find a clear out midfield. The demo there gives a lot of space open. It looks like High Roller's going to try to take advantage of that. A nice pass coming out there from Tech 7 down bar down there. Oh my gosh, a very scary opportunity from Archangels, but it looks like Insomnia was able to clear that ball away. Styles also finding a nice clear.
Yeah, Styles not quite finding the touch, getting a ghost touch there. JD Bauer power kind of awkward in the corner. He's going to give this for Insomnia. Not a great touch, but gets it past Oreo Man, that challenge, but Tech 7 will take this to the corner. Playing safe, delaying for his team, playing very smart so far from Tech 7. Gets it over JD Bauer power, but doesn't quite get the touch over Styles. He's kind of beating the whole team. Well, this could be open for Team Archangels if they shoot it, but Tech 7 gets back just in time.
JD Bauer in the corner now here. Tech 7's trying to find those 50s, and now Styles goes for the shot and finds the bottom left corner. Just getting past High Rollers here on the defense.
Yeah, I play quite a lot of games with Styles, and his shooting is fantastic. He'll find that net. He shoots a lot of balls, and he's very accurate with almost every shot he takes on the ground, in the air. His shooting is fantastic.
Tie game now once again, just a little bit over a minute and a half gone here, and now it's looking a little bit even, but I mean the High Rollers have had a lot of opposition here on offense so far, and they've been able to keep this ball rolling off the back wall. Here we go once again from the High Rollers, a great backboard defense coming out from Archangels here. Once again another shot goes bar down and out, and another double commit from High Rollers as it goes high, and a nice clear coming out. And now Styles trying to follow this up. Tech 7 throws it into the corner though.
Yeah, Styles just not quite enough boost to follow that one up. Insomnia will try to send this one. Nobody's there. Back pass to Styles. What can he do with this? Maybe an air dribble. Doesn't quite go up for it. Maybe not liking his first touch. But JD Bauer Power will send it back. Steve. Just a lot of boomer ball coming out from these two teams in this mid-game. I'm looking for whichever team can kind of take control and look for these passes. I think they're going to succeed the most in this series.
Absolutely, you know, these demos now kind of coming out midfield, and, you know, we saw one double commit coming up from High Rollers, nothing too scary, but, you know, now that we're into playoffs, it really, you know, the stakes are a little bit higher as opposed to a regular season game, so now the time for teams to really start kicking it in gear. But now almost 3 minutes of this game one underway here, and still a tie game, but like you mentioned, a lot of back and forth. But here we see an opportunity for High Rollers as it gets kicked into the corner off the ceiling now from midfield. Steve is going to go for the shot back into the corner here, now kicked away. Styles loses the 50 here, a little bit scary, and an own goal comes out. Oh my gosh, Steve kind of snuck away with that one there.
Yeah, just super awkward. Just gets it over Styles, and Insomnia gets an unfortunate roll up the sidewall and just puts it top right. unfortunate if you're the Archangels, but you just got to step it up, keep pressure, and just take control of this ball. Oh my goodness, GD Power almost finds the net on that shot off the kickoff. Styles would try to take this one. Doesn't find the 50. Oriman pushing down the field, trying to make this a 2-goal game. Tech 7, Steve can't quite find it off the post. Tech 7 will try to shoot this, also can't find it. Oh my goodness, the pressure is insane coming from this High Rollers team.
Yeah, the passing plays coming up from High Rollers have been absolutely immaculate so far, especially off the back wall and into the corners. They find themselves super, super easy. And, you know, the defense is really starting to kick it back in gear for the Archangels here. They just had having a little bit of a hard time getting on offense, but now we're hitting, you know, this 1 minute mark, and now it really comes down to, do the Archangels have a response here for this game 1? And, you know, do High Rollers have that potential to, you know, take that early lead?
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh my goodness, top right, can't quite find it. Styles, Steve trying to shoot it, can't quite find it. Oriman puts it out. JD Power will send this one down the field, maybe looking for a pass off the corner, can't quite find it. Oriman will go for this again, but Insomnia has him beat. It's a bouncer off the backboard. Nobody's touching it. Styles put a shot top right, and it's in. Styles and his shooting. Oh my goodness.
Another crazy shot from Styles here. I don't know how he managed to find that top right corner once again, but it just barely went bar in there, tying up the game once again. 42 seconds left to go. And, you know, the Archangels have been a little bit sneaky with a lot of their shots so far. They managed to find some crazy looks.
Yeah, Styles kind of a one-man crew so far. I don't love that because it doesn't seem too dependable. It's not going to be too consistent throughout the series. So I'm looking for Insomnia and JD Power to kind of help out Styles here, but they try to get Styles the ball. That's one way of helping out the team. But this is out mid. Insomnia goes for the shot. Can't quite find it. JD Power rushes back to defense. Styles will have this in the corner. Not quite. Steve gets it out mid. JD Power booms it back down the field, but he will follow this. Gets a 50 Tech 7. That's mid. Insomnia out for the shot. Oriman with a very good clear. Possibly sending this to overtime. Styles is maybe killing time here. And GD Power will back him up there. Insomnia also trying to kill time here, and it will touch ground for OT in game 1.
An OT game 1. We are in for a very, very long series if that is the case. And if we see some repetition here, but Archangels trying to find some midfield presence. He gets over Steve. Tech 7's there for the defense, but JD Bauer trying to find that bottom right corner, doesn't find it, and now some great defense coming off the backboard from Oreo Man. He's going to try to follow this one up once again. Slows the ball down to collect. Gets 2 to contest at Archangels here. Styles goes for the flick. Oreo Man, or Insomnia rather, going to be tossed up for it. And a good pass from Insomnia, but no dice to shoot.
Yeah, both these teams kind of being very passive in this overtime. Game 1, just kind of an extension of the regular match. Just feeling each other out. A lot at stake here in OT, in playoffs. A double commit. Both missing. Styles will find a pass. Insomnia off the sidewall. Steve gets a very nice 50. GD Power will try to clear it. He does get that clear. Maybe follow it up. It just bounces a little bit too far out for him. Doesn't have the read. Tech 7 with the flick.
Oh.
That was in net.
Oh, the demo!
He gets demoed and it's in!
Oh my. Just like that.
Tech 7 with the flick over 1. And then just goes for the demo and gets it. That's very high IQ Rocket League there from Tech 7 going for that demo.
Yeah, fantastic.
Great play by him.
Fantastic look for him indeed. He had 39 bumps this game. Looking at some of the stats here, we had, you know, quite a little bit of an even rounded out stat line for the High Rollers. I mean, they did a fantastic job. Each person got their own goal. We had 5 shots coming up from Steve and Oreo Man, and, you know, another 4 coming up from Tech 7. They had put up so many shots that game, and they just couldn't quite find the net as much, but they still won this game nonetheless.
Yeah, looking at the shot totals kind of describes how this game went as a whole. A lot of pressure coming out from High Rollers. I think it's just due to them having a more aggressive second man, and also their first man, usually being Tech or Steve, beating out more than one player, beating out 2 people, and giving them their teammates a 2-on-1.
Yeah, I mean, 14 shots, that's a lot to work up against. I mean, I think for Archangels right now, just make sure that you're having solid backboard defense, making sure that you're not having any double commits, having any last man back situations, because that last one there is what kind of caused it. I mean, having 2 people back really would have saved that opportunity for a demo goal, but nonetheless, out of a best of 7 here, you've got a lot of room to work with.
Yeah, I liked what I saw with the passes coming in from high rollers. And then on the side of Archangel, Styles just being able to find that net very efficiently is exactly what they needed that game, but couldn't quite get the game, unfortunately, as Tech 7, oh my goodness, has an open double tap. Does he have it? Yes, he does! Styles with the save! What a shot from Tech 7. My goodness.
Oh my. Styles with a fantastic save there. He flicks over one as well. Looks like Tech 7 gets the pass back and a dunk as well and try to kick it back midfield. Now Steve trying to read this ball off the wall. He gets a nice 50 going into the net of Archangels. A crazy 50 read coming out from Insomnia, but it gets kicked back into the corner here. Tech 7 trying to keep this possession up.
Yeah, a lot of dangerous plays coming out here from Team High Rollers. A lot of danger, but they haven't been able to capitalize so far. Kind of like last game. A lot of pressure, not a lot of capitalization. Efficiently, speaking of. But Steve will try to keep this in. Nobody there to follow. Insomnia will have a free touch here. Puts one up into the air. Goes for an air dribble here. Finds one, but gets bumped. Styles for the shot. Tech 7 saves it. JD Power back to Styles. Styles will turn on this off the sidewall. Can't find it. JD Power will cut him. Styles goes for the 50, but it's coming back, and Steve will find a touch mid. Not quite. Insomnia keeping that in. Insomnia just kind of staying on this ball, being a menace. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Archangels with the pressure so far here, Noko.
Yeah, they're really keeping a lot of midfield presence so far. Now they're into the corners, trying to go for the shot. Doesn't have the read on it. Styles had a boost as well. He's going to have to back out of that one there. But still in the corners here, JD Bowers trying to find a look. Oreo Man trying to contest this midfield here. He gets a nice shot opportunities, but a good defense coming up from Styles once again. And out into the corner once again for the Archangels. I'm loving the demos come out as well now. Tech 7 trying to find the flick. Styles puts himself in a scary position for Oreo Man to shoot, but it gets a nice clear once again. Half this game gone in game 2, and no one has scored just yet.
Yeah, both of them coming. Oh my gosh, this one might go. Finds the save though. That was really dangerous. Just a pinch coming out from the other side of the field. And what I'm noticing is it's just kind of, I mean, call me crazy, but it kind of feels like Styles versus Tech right now. Every time Styles is shooting, Tech is saving it in net, and every time Tech is shooting, Styles is there to save it. It just kind of feels like a 1v1 and 2 support players from the teams here.
Yeah, right now it is looking very, very stalemated in my opinion. And 3 minutes of this game gone, and not a single goal, but a lot of shot opportunities so far. Insomnia trying to find something here. Steve kicks it back into the corner for Archangels. Tech 7 trying to follow it up, but now we see 0 boost shots come out. Oreo Man's gonna clear over to the corner, over midfield here. And a nice read coming out from Insomnia. Trying to follow this one up here out of the corner. Steve gets a nice read on it, though.
Oh, that was a good pass. JD Power not there quite soon enough. If you recognized that earlier, that was a really good pass from coming out from Styles. Would have given him a very good look. Oh, man, with a good 50, though. Finds the pass mid. Tech can't quite find it. Insomnia getting in his way. The Styles will take this one up the field. He gets a good 50. That one might be off backboard. Oreo Man puts it back off backboard. Styles with a shot opportunity. Saved by Tech. Like I said earlier, it's just kind of feels like it's Styles versus Tech. Every time Styles is shooting, Tech is there to save it, and vice versa. But JD Power, Oreo Man, what a shot! Oh my goodness! And Tech to finish that one off.
Yeah, Steve kicking that one up high. Oreo Man going for the shot. A nice triple play coming up from the high rollers here, as we see Tech 7 slam that one home. And it looked like Archangels were just about to save that one there. It went bar up and then back down. And I believe there was one more in net to try to save the ball, but Tech 7 goes to slam it away. And now with just a minute left to go, there's not a lot of time to make up this goal here in game 2.
If Styles will try to find it right here, puts it left. Oreo Man puts it top left. Styles with all 3 goals for Team Archangel so far.
Oh my gosh. A little bit of a caster curse there, but Oreo Man not able to find the mark there and ties the game up once again. And Styles, yeah, like you mentioned, Styles with all 3 goals here in the series so far for Archangels. And now a minute left to go. Tie game.
Yeah, this is very, very similar to what I saw from these 2 teams last time. Styles was scoring a lot of the goals, and then JD Power in specific really started to step it up. And that's what gave him the kick to win that game, or that series 3-2. Insomnia will try to be that guy this time. Can't quite get it past Oreo Man. JD Power says no, get out of here. Tech 7 can't quite find it, runs out of... Steve will get the clear though. Styles gets the clear to the right. Nobody's there. Tech 7 will pop this one up above Insomnia. He's awkward. Tech 7 gets a 50.
Oh,
And a bump.
no.
Oh my, this is dangerous. But he finds a touch out of the corner. Styles is on this. But Steve, again, being very aggressive in that corner. He's trying to get that ball mid. Ori, man. Try to get that one mid. I can't, it's just kind of stuck in this corner here.
Oh, no, a commit comes out from Archangels.
Open shot.
They managed to clear it somehow. With 3 seconds left to go, the amount of offensive pressure coming out from High Rollers is crazy right now. Tech 7 looking for the pass over to Oreo Man. Tries to get it. He doesn't have another touch. Steve going for the shot. It would have gone in, but it wasn't powerful enough. And we go into another OT here in game 2.
This Archangels team is kind of living on this goal line for parts of this game. That's not what you'd love to see if your team Archangels need to get that pressure. You need Oreo Man with a shot. Can't quite find it. But back to what I was saying. Archangels living on that goal line, not where you want to see if you're an Archangels fan.
Yeah, a lot of offensive pressure coming out from High Rollers right now. Oreo Man going for a shot. JD Bauer with a great clear here. Tech 7 trying to slam this one back home. Insomnia tries to pass over to Styles. He gets a nice read off the corner here. There's no shot opportunity there as it was just a little bit too far. But I'm loving the amount of passing plays that now Archangels are trying to pull off here instead of, you know, being stuck in their half for the entire game.
Yeah, I could definitely tell that's a big part of the game that they've tried to add these last few weeks, and it's been the biggest reason. Styles going for an air dribble here. It's just in.
Oh my! Styles is the offensive man for this series so far. He absolutely carried that ball, getting it right. Steve tried all the trust, and Styles manages to slam it home.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be an easy save for Tech 7. Maybe just a bad read out of boost. I'm not sure what it was, but regardless, Archangels tie this series up with an OT win in game 2.
Yeah,
and oh my goodness. 670 points coming out from Styles.
That is absolutely crazy. And 46 touches coming up from Oreo Man himself. I think that High Rollers are having a lot more consistent touches, especially when they're on offense, but they're just not able to find the back of the net. There were so many saves coming out from Styles as well that weren't even mentioned. He had seven saves from the entire team, but 4 just coming out from Styles.
Yeah, Styles just all over the pitch in this series. That's what I'm looking. Like I said it earlier, but I'm looking for Insomnia and JD Bauer power to kind of step it up again. It's kind of working so far, but I don't think they'll win the series if it's just Styles. It's really hard to win with just one person scoring the ball.
I totally agree, but the passing plays are starting to come out from Archangels here, so if we can see some more of that happening, maybe some demo plays on the back line coming up from Archangels as well, you know, anything to get them off of playing in their corners, it would be very, very beneficial for them. But they're trying to stop that. High Rollers have another opportunity to score here. Insomnia taking this ball midfield, gets it past Tech 7, gonna jump up for the ball, trying to find a pass there, doesn't find any contact on the ball. Oreo Man's gonna throw it into the corner here, trying to slow it down. But Styles has something to say about that. If Styles can find some good passing plays off, he doesn't have to score.
Yeah, JD Bauer power just trying to put that one net, but Tech 7 with the save. Insomnia can't quite find the touch top right. Bauer power will try to put that one in. It's a free shot here from JD. Put it bottom left, but Tech 7 will save that one. Styles will try to put this one back up mid. 3 defenders in net. Tech 7 again. An absolute defensive prowess for Team High Rollers. I'm not sure what Team High Rollers needs to do in order to get a more efficient offense. What do you think they need to do here?
Right now, I mean, they're doing a fantastic job. I mean, they just had a little bit of a mistake on defense there towards the end, but on offense, they just seem to be able to find the back of the net. If they can maybe get Styles out of the play in terms of defense, I mean, having 4 saves definitely plays a huge role in how much you can score. But if they can kick away some of the defenders here, that would be amazing here for this team.
Yeah, I'm looking for more outplays, kind of like what I saw in game 1 rather than solo plays. I haven't seen a lot of pass plays coming from them this game. But as I say that, he gives it up to Oreo Man. Oreo Man will try to find another touch. He just kind of falls back. Tech 7 will have this ball. Maybe not. Styles will push this. Can't quite find the touch mid. Insomnia will try to do the same thing. Does find the touch mid. Steve awkward, but he finds a great clear out. Tech 7 with the miss. This is awkward for Insomnia, just dribbling it back to his own corner. But he gets it to the corner. But now it's back out mid. But Insomnia, the captain, will find this out back to the corner.
A little under half the game here underway. No goals like we had seen. Oh no, some miscommunication happening there. Oh, Insomnia almost capitalizing on that double read there that was happening there. But, you know, like I was mentioning earlier, this game a little bit stalemated. You know, there's not a lot happening in terms of, you know, goals being scored, but there are opportunities. A pass once again going out, a backflip from Tech 7 there. Styles wasn't able to find any contact on the ball, so they kind of run away with that one there. But a very close opportunity once again.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities, a lot of dangerous opportunities coming out here for Team Archangels, but double commit, both miss. That's not a very dangerous thing. But JD Power will try to find this one mid. Unfortunate that there's 3 misses on that attempt earlier, but a lot of pressure coming in, and the pressure is just kind of switched between these two teams. Styles will try to keep this one in the midfield. Insomnia going off the wall for a second touch, possibly finds it, but Oriman will be there to stop it. And JD Power will send this one back. Steve, last man back on defense. Can he find a good touch? Yes, he can. Over Oriman, my bad. Styles gets a touch out to the side. Insomnia, that's on net. Tech 7 will save that. And High Rollers being on defense quite a lot this game.
Yeah, the rotations from both teams are pretty solid, though. Even if they do manage to get past one of the players, they are right there for the ball, and they're just managing to keep that rotation super tight, especially if they get over one. Oriman going for the shot there off the back wall, but a nice clear coming out from Archangels here. Hopefully trying to find a nice rotation. Pass over to Styles. They get the pinch midfield. It goes off the backboard for High Rollers here. JD Bauer playing good third-man role here. Goes for the shot. Steve with a great read. Tech 7 tried to go for the redirect there, but doesn't quite find contact. And now a minute left to go. Styles over for the pass. The shot goes out. And now we are seeing some crazy passing plays.
Yeah, great positioning from Insomnia here. I can tell the comms are getting a lot better for this team. Looking for a lot more passes, finding each other. They found each other quite a bit this game, just haven't been able to capitalize. But they capitalized that time. And they go up 1-0 in this game 3.
Absolutely, and now just trying to hold on to this lead here in game number 3, sticking to this offensive pressure, trying to keep them in their corners here. Tech 7 going for the 50 on Styles, and now Steve trying to get a nice clear. He gets a good pass over to Tech 7. Insomnia is going to go for the 50. Styles gets a nice clear over into the corner here. Steve trying to keep that pressure up. He uses all of his boost there, trying to get out of that bumping play. Now 30 seconds left to go, and not a lot of room to work with. And High Rollers really have to start high rolling.
Yeah, Oriman maybe find a second touch off this first one, off the corner. Kind of finds it to mid, but Styles will beat Steve to the ball. And there's only 10 seconds left in this game. High Rollers need to make something happen, and happen now, but JD Bauer will shut that down immediately before it ever even starts. He'll center this one. Steve with a pass out. Tech 7 maybe catch this, but he can't quite do it. Archangels behind the third game, going up 2-1.
Yeah, now Archangel's really starting to step up here. Insomnia doing a lot of the work here in terms of stats. On paper, he's, you know, picked up quite a lot of stats here. And I'm seeing a lot of shots coming out from High Rollers, but not a lot of success from those shots. But that can kind of be attributed from the amount of saves that Archangels has. The amount of shots coming out from High Rollers is the exact same coming out. So, I mean, right now it's kind of tough. Yeah,
the key difference in the game was just Archangels looking for a lot more passes, and that one goal coming off of a pass in the midfield. I don't know if I've seen a High Roller infield pass yet. A lot of them have been off the corner, off the back wall, which a lot of these upper diamonds and lower champions are accustomed to. But I think if they can find those infield passes, they'll find a lot of success.
Yeah, I totally agree. And, you know, just trying to stop the amount of saves that are coming out from, you know, maybe you go for a fake that we almost saw Steve there pull off, you know, those passes, like you mentioned, passes from midfield. There we see one. Tech 7 not quite there for the shot, getting 50'd away. Insomnia with a great flick out from his corner here. Has an opportunity to put this towards mid, try to go for a shot. Steve shuts it down.
You know, Insomnia trying to find that shot there, but couldn't quite find it. Power will get beat by Steve on the Steve, going up for another beat. Styles for the save. He gets another Tech 7 shot and a Styles save. I don't know what to say about that. It's just Styles is everywhere, especially in defense. But can't quite find the shot. JD Bauer for Steve. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Steve in this game 4. He's beating a lot of people to the ball. Good rotations. I think that's exactly what High Rollers need.
player comes out, but JD Bauer throws it back once again. Good backboard defense from Oreo Man. He goes off the ceiling trying to get past Styles, but Styles is not having none of that. Gonna waterfall down. Tech 7 takes possession here. And, you know, we're seeing a lot of upfield presence from high rollers. You don't want to get caught too far out here. No one back just in time, but Steve going to be getting a nice 50 here. Now, a little bit of room to work with. Tech 7 gets a fantastic 45 flick, but Insomnia with a great save. It's going to fall high. Steve goes for the shot. It's going to be just a little bit too high as well. And once again, no shot coming out from high rollers, but so many opportunities.
Yeah, just the efficiency coming out from these dangerous plays, just not quite what you would love to see from high rollers. But I can't quite say the same for Archangels. They've been capitalizing on their plays. Oreo Man can't quite find it. I don't know what happened to the defense. Top right, Steve, what a shot.
Surely.
Oh my goodness. Steve just pops off out of absolutely nowhere. Midfield puts it top right with good pace on it. I'm not sure who's saving it.
I don't think we've mentioned this, but is Steve wearing face paint right now? This guy is prepped for this game.
Steve does it every week. He comes dialed in every week with the face paint. I love Steve for that. Absolutely iconic coming from Steve.
Love to see someone locked in for this game. And now 1-goal lead from the high rollers. 3 minutes left to go. Oh, and a crazy redirect from Tech 7 as the 50 goes flying over everybody and into the net for Archangels there.
Oh, just an unfortunate 50 coming up from Styles. Not quite staying in net side of that ball. And just kind of getting dunked in the enemy half. But Archangels going to try to maybe get a kickoff goal here. Insomnia, it's a good kickoff. But they're going to need to come back from down 2 with half the game left. And they've been kind of shut down this game. I've not seen the pressure that I've been seeing from Archangels in the last couple games this game. But maybe High Roll is coming out with some better defense, common, and just knowing how to play against this team once again.
In the corner here, JD Bauer's going to go for a shot, shut down by Steve here. Insomnia trying to go for the 50, but they get kicked away once again. Steve getting the pass over to Tech 7. It goes just off the backboard here. Oreo Man's going to go ahead and leak up for this from midfield. Ooh. Getting a 50 over 1 here. Going to be going back into the corner. And now stuck into the corner once again for the Archangels. They're having a hard time. A double commit goes out and it rolls into the back of their net. A 3-0 lead now for high rollers. This one's looking a little bit rough here.
Yeah, Steve just dunking 2 defenders here.
This guy.
Just straight in.
Oh my.
I witnessed a lot of that in my matchup against Steve. Steve gets a lot of those goals where he just dunks people. I don't know how he does it, but he just makes it happen.
Now a 3-0 lead for high rollers here. A lot of room to make up for Archangels, but definitely not impossible. I think that they're just having a hard time getting on offense, and maybe the rotations are starting to get a little bit lustered here as a 4th goal kind of leaks away. A great 50 coming out from Steve, or a great beat rather.
Yeah, it's tough to blame a defense on that one when they're down 3. There is 2 minutes left, which is a lot of time, but maybe they're just feeling that pressure, feeling that they need to be on offense more. But ends up punishing them. Open net here. Insomnia will put that one in. That's a good way to start the comeback. Down 3 with 1:37 left. This is definitely doable for Archangels.
If any team is going to come back, 0-4, it's going to be Archangels. These guys have come such a long way throughout the entire series.
Yeah. I don't know. Just kind of been shut down. But aside from that open net, looking for pass play. That's what I like to see from this Archangels team. Another touch from Insomnia. Styles can't quite find it. Tech will take control of this one. We'll find the 50 against 2 of them. Double commit coming out from Team Archangels here. And you have a good bit of time if you're Team Archangels. There's no need to be double committing and rushing too much. And I'm not sure if this is going to be comebackable here pretty soon here. And Steve, as I say that, Steve on an absolute rampage.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see the stats page here. Steve has really shown up for game number 4 here. And I mean, this game right now, high rollers, they're solid right now. They just keep working on their rotations and making sure they're getting good 50s, good touches for this last minute here. they've got nothing to worry about. But, you know, something to work on for the Archangels is definitely,
Oh.
you know, trying to find some more opportunities, trying to find, you know, your teammates. This is not a league where you want to be playing single car ball here. This is definitely where you want to lock in, especially when we're coming around playoff time. And, you know, right now, High Rollers, at least in this game 4 here, they're definitely showing up. But I think that it's just about safe to say that we're tied at 2-2 in this series here, and it's definitely looking pretty close this whole series.
Yeah, Steve, he's usually good for 1 or 2 pop-off games per series. Aside from those games, he's a little bit more quiet, but during those 1 to 2 games, you're just about guaranteed a win when Steve is just absolutely popping off. This dude is an absolute menace. When he's on fire, he is inevitable. He's gonna score a lot. Maybe try to find a redirect here, but can't quite find it.
The clock ticking down here. Archangel's just trying to, you know, play with the ball a little bit. Oriaman going for a flip reset here. Some demos trying to go on midfield. Just the late game shenanigans as the ball drops to the ground and High Rollers take game number 4.
Yeah, biggest thing I noticed is just kind of lackluster rotations from Team Archangels. Not quite being where they need to be when they need to be, and the exact opposite from High Rollers. Holy shots. They have, what is that, 15 shots compared to 4?
15 shots as opposed to 4, and only 8 saves coming out from Archangels. So right now, priority numero uno is going to be stopping the amount of offensive pressure that High Rollers has, or, you know, the potential for a crazy amount of offense. So, you know, making sure that you're getting solid 50s in the corner, making sure that you're not going to be letting anything crazy fly off the backboard, things along those lines.
Yeah, being able to just shut this attack down early and not waiting until they're already in your corner or in front of your net, I think is the biggest thing for this Archangels team. I haven't seen a lot of midfield presence from them, especially in that last game. And shutting down an attack before it gets started is the best way to stop one. So that's what I'm looking for from this Archangels team, just better midfield presence in this game 5.
Just about halfway this series over with here, as you know, I assume we're just going to go to game 7 at this point. If every single game is going to go to overtime, or just about every game is going to go to overtime, I assume that we're going to see a game 7. But Tech 7 has to say other words. He has other intentions as he shuts that one down early.
Yeah, Insomnia jumping after Power has already kind of made his touch. Maybe just a bit of a miscommunication there coming from Archangels. A double commit in the corner. And that's going to lead to a goal the majority of the time when you see double commit coming out from the corner from the last 2 people back.
Absolutely.
Tech 7 will try to find maybe a double tap here. Steve will go for it as well. Styles coming from the other side of the field. I'm not sure where he was. But Archangels will be sent back onto defense here. Yeti Power will have something to say about that. Styles and Insomnia getting the team bump, but Styles finds a touch. Steve will shut that down. This High Rollers team finding the good clears when they need to. Maybe not finding the passes from their own half, but getting good clears and keeping pressure off their own half. This one might just be in. Not quite. Styles gets bumped into the touch to the side. Steve can't quite find the shot either, but Tech 7, oh my goodness, just relentless pressure.
The bumps are coming out on the back line now. Orioman's getting crazy bumps. Steve's beating other Archangel defenders out in field, and Tech 7 slamming it home. I mean, this team is well-rounded and ready to play here in this first week of playoffs. Like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, the Steve and Tech 7 matchup, kind of like a Kobe and Shaq here, if I must. The offensive pressure between these two has been insane. Off the post for Archangels, not fortunate. Tech 7 will push this one down. JD Power will shut that one down though. Steve again, maybe trying to find Tech 7 or himself, call his own number. Only 18 boost to work with. Can't quite find the touch. Not enough boost for that one. Insomnia. JD Power with a shot, but saved by Tech 7.
Going for the demo there. Insomnia in the corner. Tech 7 doesn't quite get a greatest touch. A nice 50 coming out for High Rollers here, but Archangel's just having a hard time getting back on offense, but the demos are definitely helping them. Steve throwing it back into the corner. He gets 2 touches here to keep it away from Archangels. A nice flick as well, but Insomnia's going to take this one off the ground. Tech 7, a great backboard defense here, but right into Archangel's hands once again. but we're going to be thrown back into the corner here, and the demos are just crazy.
Oh my goodness, that one will be saved by Ori, man. Not quite on. This one might be 50 mid. A double commit coming out, but that one is on net. Double commit from high rollers as well. Stop to the wall. What can you find here? No flip, no boost, but Insomnia. Oh my goodness.
There you can see the communication happening. Styles is saying, I have no boost. Please go for this. And Insomnia is sneaking in right past Tech 7, right past Oreo Man, right past Steve. And now the lead has been cut in half for high rollers and just about half the game left to go. Getting pretty close.
Yeah, that might be Vatira instead of Styles. I don't know. That fake in the air. Oh my goodness. The kickoff goal from Insomnia will equalize this one very quick.
Wow.
Oof.
A great read off the kickoff. Insomnia, the MVP of game number 5, regardless of the results for Archangels here. Doing a fantastic job getting them back in gear. But now high rollers have to answer for these 2 goals here. 2 quick goals, rather.
Oh. Backflip coming out from Tech 7. The Styles gets blocked by Steve. They need to shut down Steve. When Steve is rolling, he's very hard. You need to save a couple of his shots, make him get a little bit colder. Because when he's hot, it's going to be really hard to win. GD Power will get a pass on Steve's head. The Ori Man will take this. Styles has something to say about it. Tech 7 finds it back to the corner. And finds another touch around Insomnia. Only 5 boosts to work with. GD Power will get that one. Insomnia turning on this one. Can't quite find the shot. Styles will be approaching this one. Gets flicked over by Tech 7. Tech 7 beats 2. Can he find the third?
Oh, the demo. It's too scary. Oh,
Insomnia, no.
Oh, wow. Tech 7 is an absolute menace right now. He's getting over everybody, going for the demos. That's not the first time we've seen that this series, and he's just getting away with so much here. It's so frustrating if you're Archangels right now.
Insomnia, maybe a little bit of PTSD from seeing Styles get demoed in that OT. I believe game 1, yeah, that was. The Styles will try to find the equalizer again. Maybe a pass, but Steve gets a touch, and I believe Oriman got that other touch. Insomnia gets bumped as well. This one will be high roller's ball. Tech 7 with another flick. These flicks from... Oh no, that's not the touch you wanted if you're Styles.
Oh no.
No touch coming from Insomnia, but Styles gets back in time. Insomnia will just kind of put this one up. Still dangerous. Ori Man, can he find the shot? Yes, he can. By DD Power, but Tech 7 puts another shot on net, and that's in.
I think that Tech 7 has scored every single goal in this game. I'm not joking.
Yes, this guy, he's 4 for 5 right now.
Is absolutely crazy right now. He is finding the back of the net like it's no one's business.
Yeah, Tech 7 finding a bit of flame in this game 5. This kickoff super awkward for Team Archangels, but they come out of it alive. Maybe not yet. Team bump coming on the sidewall. Oh, another team bump.
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
The miscommunication error is coming out, really showing in the corners here. Not a lot of fortunate turn of events here for Archangels off the kickoff, and now they've really got a lot of room to work on getting here in the last minute and score 3 goals, which, you know, that's really hard to do. And they were doing so well for super long, especially when the game was tied up. You know, they were finding themselves, but I think that they're giving high rollers a lot of space midfield right now.
Yeah, I completely agree with that comment about giving them just too much space. You have 2 other teammates, and if you're the first man, you have 2 teammates behind you to get the ball if you do miss. So just challenging early and not allowing them to do what they want to do all the way up to your own half is going to be huge for this team, this Archangels team. Insomnia, oh, can't quite find it. And I think this one might be chalked up.
Trying to find a consolation goal here, something just to try to keep the vibes back up. Jetty Bauer off the ceiling. Steve gonna kick it back into the corner here. Just kind of tiptoeing over Insomnia and getting this ball as the ball tries to float to the ground. Clock down to 0. And High Rollers taking game number 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the Archangels team. They were looking really good in the middle of that game when they did tie it up 2-2. And then just a lot of miscommunication and team bumps coming out from the team. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. I'm not sure.
Tech 7 put his teammates on his back that game. He's got 727 points. He has more points than Steve and Oreo combined, respectfully. I mean, 4 out of 5 goals is for shot is crazy. That is absolutely insane. And the assists to help out Tech 7 were absolutely insane that game. That guy did fantastic game number 5.
Yeah, Styles was pretty quiet that game. I think if they want to come back in the series and bring it to a game 7, I think Styles needs to step up. Not that he's been doing bad this series, but we know what he's capable of.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, that might be bar down Steve. Oh, goodness. This pressure from this high rollers team is just relentless. They're just beating players to the ball left and right. I think that's the biggest difference. They're just getting clean beats. They're not getting 50s. That's leading to a lot of open nets or 2v1s or 1v1 opportunities.
Oh my, high rollers having so much offensive pressure here. It is absolutely crazy, but Archangel's trying to find something here. The 50 doesn't work out in Tech 7's favor. Insomnia tries to go for the shot. Steve's a little bit awkward.
Yeah, Tech 7 can't quite find the flick he wanted to. Insomnia gets a good touch on the ball, and Steve maybe thought that was going backboard. But Insomnia had that red all the way and puts that one into the net, tying it up 1-1 just 24 seconds into this game 6.
Tie game now. Once again, we haven't seen a tie game this early on in the entire series, so now we're getting to see a lot closer of a game here in game 6. High rollers have match point here, so it is really up to Archangels to clutch up the rest of the series if they want to stay in this. But nonetheless, I think that I had high rollers in game number 6, so this is looking a little bit spicy, at least for me.
Yeah, I also had the same thing in my bracket. I had them winning 4-2. But I would be totally excited for this game 7. Oreo Man might have something to say about that. It doesn't have much boost, can't quite find it on the net with enough pace. And Archangel's kind of lucky to have that one not go in the net there, if I'm being quite honest.
Back into the corner here. High rollers trying to find something. The passing plays coming out of the corners have been crazy right now. And Archangel's trying to find something here. They're having a really hard time getting out of their half. As this first minute here, Steve manages to find the space and he hits it right top left.
Yeah, great cut coming out from Oreo Man, recognizing the pass from Tech 7 and just getting it off the backboard, beating JD Bauer power. And these cuts from Team High Rollers have been leading to this pressure. Not going back on defense when the ball's next to you, but turning and making a touch and beating out the enemy team has been absolutely huge for this High Rollers team. Styles gets a good clear out. Tech 7 will control this. Doesn't get a great 50. Insomnia will have him beat here. Gets a powerful touch out the backboard. Is anyone there? Insomnia, another touch off the backboard. The Tech 7 there to save it. JD Bauer for our last on defense gets a great 50 on Tech 7, but Oreo Man will be there to save the day. JD Bauer power, another great touch out mid, but not quite there for Team Archangels.
Good third man positioning coming out from Archangels here, trying to find that pass, and Style finds it. Oh my.
There we go. Don't let Styles get his swagger back, because that's a dangerous man right there.
Absolutely.
Around Steve and over Oreo Man. Just dunking on him.
Tie game now once again. Under 3 minutes left to go here. Archangel's still on match point. They need to find the lead at some point in this series if they don't want High Rollers to take it.
Ooh, I love the cut there from Insomnia. That's exactly what I was talking about with Team High Rollers earlier with the cuts. I love seeing that from Insomnia there, alleviating a lot of offensive pressure from High Rollers before it even happened. Steve will try to add to that offensive pressure. Can't quite find the touches he wanted. Insomnia. Oreo Man gets a bad touch up mid, but he will follow this one. JD Bauer power with the 50. It's just kind of awkward in the orange half, but Oreo Man again with the touch.
Out of the Archangel's half here, trying to find some more space to work with. Looks like Styles trying to find someone here. JD Bauer goes for the fake contest there as it goes 15, flies all the way back. Tech 7 trying to find the back of the net. It doesn't go in. Oreo Man's there midfield, and they find the lead once again.
A good pass coming out from Tech 7. Awkward for JD Power. I don't know if he found the touch there. I don't believe so. Oreo Man puts that one top left. Great passing play off the backboard coming out from high rollers from Tech 7 to Oreo Man.
And now just under 2 minutes left to go. Archangels needing to find something here. JD Bauer to Styles. Over into high rollers half once again. And double commit coming out from Archangels. The rotate from Styles a little questionable there, but not penalized too much by it there. Playing super cautious defense here from high rollers. They had 2 stuck in net there, but it's going to be really hard to find at the back of the net if there's so much congestion there. But Archangels definitely have the willpower to do it.
Yeah, just a lot of, I believe, overcommitting from the third man here from Archangels, leading to a lot of pressure on defense. But GD Power will try to find a good clear. Steve gets a good pop-up mid. Styles will find an awkward touch on mid. Or Tech 7 into the back of Orman. It's open. Insomnia pulls it wide right. Oh no, that was the chance to equalize there for Team Archangels. But we still have another minute, and they still have pressure here. Steve will try to clear this one out. Insomnia will try to catch, double commit. Maybe favorable for Team Archangels.
Oh, not able to find the rotation there for the goal. Still trying to find the passes. JD and Styles go for the ball in the corner.
Oh no.
Tech 7 tries for the clear. He gets it thrown all the way back into the corner here. Gets the pass as well. Styles trying to redirect that ball, trying to keep it away. Steve there for the 50 to keep it mid. Oreo trying to keep it as mid as well for high rollers here, but now JD Bauer has possession of the ball. Tech 7 50s it away. 15 seconds left to go. Archangels need something here, but they're stuck in their corner.
Tech 7, yeah, Tech 7 is going to put this game pretty much away. It's still 9 seconds left, but I'm not sure if Team Archangels they do have a kickoff goal earlier, so I'm not going to count them out yet. But Tech 7, that's a huge goal to put them up to very late in this game 6.
9 seconds left to go. You need a kickoff goal just about
no.
right now here.
There it
Archangels
is.
might have it.
There it is. Oh.
Tech 7 slotting it away, and that will be the end of this series. High rollers taking it in game number 6. A fashionable. I mean, that series looked very solid in the very beginning. I mean, I think we had 2 overtimes back to back, and high rollers they kind of showed up towards the end there. I mean, Steve really showed up in game number 4. And I think Tech 7 really was the MVP in game number 5. That was crazy.
Yeah, as you said, Tech 7 with an absolute legacy game in game 5. 4 goals and the assist on the 5th goal for the team. It's really showing out for his team. The team on his back those last couple games. Steve had a great game in there. I want to say game 4. Yeah, great play from the team overall. Going from high rollers. Loved what I saw from them. They looked very good in this first week of playoffs.
And we're gonna get these guys in here for a quick interview as we slide on over towards the end of this game here. And it was working, and then it doesn't work, and then it works, and then it doesn't work. I'm getting so upset with this thing. I'm like the only guy that can't get this to work for the first time. Momentarily. There we go. All right. Welcome, guys. High rollers taking it in game number 6. You guys did fantastic this game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, the amount of pressure that you guys had for just about the entire series was pretty immaculate. I mean, I thought this was going to be just about a game 7, to be honest, because it was looking pretty tight for just about the entire game. And, I mean, games 1 and 2 both went to overtime, and then you guys managed to kind of clutch it up towards the end there. What was kind of going through your minds?
Well, I gotta give all credits to Oreo. He referenced how, it was I want to say game 4 when the series went 2-2, how we need to apply more pressure. We beat Silver Knights because we had 8.5 shots a game or something. So we started picking it up from there, and then we scored, I think, 5 goals both series after that. So it's all credit to Oreo for that one.
I guess I'll take that.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I'll just say we just wanted to listen to Yellow Dog and make it interesting,
Mhm.
because he did predict 6-2 in the other stream, so we just decided to listen.
That's correct. I got a question for you, Ori, man. I've seen you play a lot of Sixers and a lot of Sixers with Division A guys. How would you say playing with a lot of higher ranked players has helped you improve? Because I've noticed a lot of improvement coming from you these last few weeks.
I will say you do lose a lot, but it's worth it because you learn a lot. Because I've learned a lot of just how to go for the ball better. Like, I feel like I just gained more consistency just being or having to be more consistent playing with those types of players.
I will say Oreo has picked it up a lot these last few games. He's been being part of March goals and everything.
Yeah, I think that all three of you guys, at least in this game, have done, a phenomenal job. We were talking about this series earlier, like what do we need, what do Ark Angels need to do to, put this team away and, kind of put a halt to some of these, goals that they're putting up. Because, I mean, you guys would put up 15 goals a game. I mean, with Tech 7, I believe you had just 4 out of 5 yourself. So there was one game where you had more points than Steve and Oreo Man combined, which was absolutely crazy. You really did a fantastic job scoring that game. And we were talking about, like, what do they need to do? Maybe go for demos, stop one person. But really, there really isn't a single person of this team that you can stop and it still not be a good team. You guys are doing a fantastic job with your rotations and making sure your backboard defense is pretty solid. The passing plays was what really surprised me the most out of this team, for sure.
I think we've always been kind of mindful of passing plays. For one, personally, I think passing plays are the coolest thing in Rocket League. So.
We've got a bit of experience from him because we've ran a couple of scrims now by this point, so we've gotten time to play with each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you guys have won your first playoff match of the week and the first week of playoffs here. So congratulations to you guys. And I don't know who you guys play just yet next week, but how do you guys feeling going into the next couple of weeks here? What's the mindset going into? What's something you guys need to work on?
I think these last few games we've been focusing on being more aggressive, and I think it's starting to work more towards our favor doing that kind of thing. So I think if we keep that up, we'll be set pretty good.
I just want to say this is the same start that I had last season. I got second seed. I went 2-0 at the beginning of playoffs to make LAN, and then I got second place and lost in grand finals. So I hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I feel fairly confident against the other two teams that we verse, which I believe it's Get Wrecked or No Motion, which I believe their game is actually tomorrow for who we play next, if I'm not mistaken.
Not too sure on that.
Awesome. Well, I'm super glad that you guys are feeling confident for your games, and congratulations for this week 1 playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't have anything else, Yellow Dog. If you have anything else, we're gonna switch it over to this next couple of games here. We got another game at 9:30, so we're gonna cut this just a little bit short. But congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned just a little bit earlier, we've got another game at 9:30 here, so we're going to cut it over to a quick intermission. I want to try to stay on task, stay on time here, but I think Yellow Dog is also going to be leaving me, unfortunately, so thank you so much, Yellow Dog, as well as K-Tool for throwing in 5 subs, as well as I think it was Greek Avenger for throwing in a 26 months sub. That was crazy. Thank you guys so much. You guys are doing fantastic. We are so close to our Blazing Challenge. I believe we're at 123 now, which I think is accurate. If it's not accurate, that's not my fault. But thank you guys so much for the subs. We couldn't do this without you guys, and you guys help pay for LAN, so that is a huge, huge, huge thing. And we appreciate all of it. But anything to say before we kind of kick it off, Yellow Dog?
Nothing much, but I'm loving what I'm seeing from this division so far. I think it's gonna be a great playoffs. Super close. I think anybody can win any week, just like throughout the regular season. I think it's gonna be a great playoff to watch, especially on LAN.
I agree, totally. Well, we're going to catch you guys in just a little bit here. We've got a Division B game lined up here, a Missing Image versus Boost Injectors, so stay tuned for that one because that one is going to be hype.